Having this level of an afterplant, it's going to be difficult for Navi to get back into this one. Smokes continuously put through. The spam has done quite a bit of damage, and nades being placed, but Tomazi already winning another battle in towards that hookah position. I don't see a way back into this for Navi.
Yeah, good lookout by Tomazi. Too many players spotted an elbow that distracts them, draws their eye. And although he goes down eventually, it looks to be done and dusted. Zipan trying to land that extra shot on Shin. Would have left him in a winnable 1v1. They're left with a pretty tough choice. Going through this smoke, you know they might have rotated. As we can see, there are 4 players waiting for these attackers to walk out. And once the flashes subside, the kills come in far too quickly. A clean follow-up with only 8.
They like to try and just go for the plant denial. Thrash is going to find absolutely nothing, and Sugetsu's going to use this to try and reclaim some space. There is the Dizzy from the other side with a flash through, but he still wins this battle. The trade's back, though, from Martine, and the rate are fantastic. Leaving things on to just one. Martine attempting to try and do it all, and he's going to take down the final player of Artis as well.
And again, KC's aggressive push is put to a stop. Narrate is taking a lot of damage in that corner. He's gone down to the snake bite.
EMEA is on the line. Now Viper's Pit is available, but they're actually just going to go peeking. Angel goes down. Maybe not expecting anybody to swing that wide. Tomazi also given another opportunity. The nade is going to leave Shin at least a little bit lower, but a round that was looking done, well, it now starts to look a little bit more done with Shin dropping to the judge.
Tomazi was even trying to catch in the back. Too many players on Navi still floating around. Magnum needs a big old play to make this happen. 1 flash still to work with and 1 kill found, but that is where it ends. 3-2. They're right back in it.
See, I don't think they were ever expecting to get an ult out of it. Now, though, back towards this B site. Angel is still in this corner. Hasn't been cleared, but it's only going to be the one. Even still, it gives the information over to Xiao. Viper screen immediately goes up, and he's just looking to brawl, but he loses this time.
Toxins weren't there to keep it on up, and Martine caught around the side. What's happening with Artis? It's just found 3 kills, quick as can be, but Magnum somehow stands. Can take it, cat and mouse for now. The first tap should draw Magnum, but he's not afraid. He thinks it's all a bait, and what a way to read that ruse. They're looking at it, thinking, well, what the hell is the idea behind that? Okay, he has 1 less flash, I guess. Easy peasy.
Spike planted.
Okay, so I was going to make the point. Our 5 versus 3, pardon me. 1 player trapped in elbow, no way to get revived, and a ton of control. I love this from Magnum. It's not even checked.
No, they're being picked apart. The remaining players just going to try and back out of there, and Xiao's caught on the way. Just waiting within that faded smoke. And now we're going to see the second usage of that thrash. This time they are pushing off it.
Oh, no chance for Angel. The trade, though, could be good for Xiao if it wasn't shut down so quickly. Tomazi be fighting Viper all too soon either, because you've got a lot of players up close ready to take Tomazi's place in these duels. The fight around the back sees 1 kill traded out, but with the spikes, the pit doesn't fully cover, but they believe they've got utility, and they've certainly got the positions to fight back with time ticking away. A kill is needed very soon for Navi, and in fact, they'll find 2. Now it goes back to winnable with no snake bites. Tomazi has to run in, shorty in hand, and he can't get there in time. Just about.
KC switching it up. Tomazi's positioning could be perfect. He's waited, but actually Xiao just gets the perfect timing. Shin goes aggressive, and whoa, this very quickly has divulged into madness. So many individual fights being taken, and all of them being won by Navi. It leaves Narrate alone. You know that you don't want to give this man too much. They're just throwing their utility at him. He found 3 in quick succession, down to just 38 HP. In fact, you said he'd been a little quiet so far, but you can see that Navi are giving him the respect he deserves at this stage. Sitting back within, he's found his 4th of the round. May not know the shout's there, but he's able to reposition.
Where his opponent is, Thrash won't be here to help. It has to be the shot connected from Narrate. The ace just a bullet away! And there it is! An absolutely unbelievable play! Same, Zipan, hello. He is going very quickly. The nade already dug deep, and the shots, they're not really hitting. Narrate answers right back with a clean shot. The advantage now swings towards KC, but the spike has been planted. A chance for them to hold on to control, but they are being flanked on every which side, and these players now separated out, isolated in every duel. Molly line up for Xiao. Maybe he can buy a little bit more time, but Angel's going to have to go nuclear on this side. Good luck to him. He doesn't even get the 1.
The molly. It's at least there, but as you said, we now need back-to-back 1v5s, and they're not going to allow that. Instead, it's the opposite. It's going to be an Andaluthia flawless.
So far, the year's only barely started, but he's been so impressive. A lot to be done by Navi to fight their way back through. That's a good start with Shin down, and even managing to take Martine.
It does seem like Navi, they don't get those opening battles. They barely want any opening duels, but when they have been good, it's been a response. Their 4v5 stats must be pretty decent at this stage. For Tamazi, it's about damage. Can he remove any extra weaponry? A first goes his way, but I can tell you now, there shouldn't be anybody peeking. Especially with the util that's there, and eventually, Artis is going to be the one to bring home the Magnum through that wall. Magnum's actually a little bit lucky to even be surviving at this stage. Narate needs to win this battle, and no, it's his counterpart, his doppelganger, that takes him down. And unfortunately for them, it's the pistols mostly that are surviving. Zipan looking like he's closed his...
The reins were eased up on. They were in a 5v1. They felt like it was their round, or 4v1.
You know, he's got those reactions. Respect your elders. Pace change, though, from Navi. They're going to use all of that to take out their utility. Martin still does well. Zipan should get a trade. No, actually, it's just damage. A lot of damage, in fact, that's been done. Magnum's not going to be able to survive any longer, but Shin does a little bit more. Narrate with the spam, but Zipan again, he's now tagged down to 5, and it's left all onto Sugetsu. The 1 versus 2 hits that first shot. Tries to bait in Tamazi. It's going to be Viper on Viper. Timing here for Tamazi looks pretty good, but round the corner goes Sugetsu. The poison orb, and he's going to drop it just in time to take him down.
Falls back. Seekers confirm what he's seen, but that could be a little bit of a problem. I believe that player is detained, is caught, but the TP comes through from KC to conserve the numbers. Narrate picked up a double on the run-through. The spike was in their spawn. Reposition from Tamazi, and the shot breaking. The boom bot was from far away. They might not clear the corner on the way through with so many players here. Orbital Strike draws their eye. And now here's the opportunity for Tamazi. So low on HP, but Narrate capitalizes as they look to trade. Now, I don't know how Tamazi got the series here if Sugetsu wins it. Give him the win.
Yeah, I think he's given up at this stage. 12 seconds, otherwise the map is done, and it is dusted. KC will take their opponent's map choice. Some impressive plays coming out from their side. I think for this map in particular, a lot of high-pace openers, and he's already running it down.
Oh, he's having to move out of the way quickly, too. Can't quite move quick enough, but the trades come in. And Magnum is forced out of the B site by the looks of things. KC already going to be finding themselves in the back foot. Never mind. That was a blind spray through the smoke. Help on the defuse. This is going to be a strong round for KC as they get some information on the way through. Player on left blinded up and not taken out. In fact, it's the shock dart that finds a kill, and Xiao triples up. Now it's all Tamazi, and the shoe has quickly found itself on the other foot. Navi with 4 kills from Xiao, claim the pistol.
I think for KC, they've got that rotation already into position.
Looking to take this one pretty quickly. Magnum's already been dropped in the way through, and an isolated Shin has every direction to look at. Not quite able to catch the player that was stunned up, and now they're closing the distance, looking to take the fight themselves. 5 versus 2, 5 versus 1, falling like flies on the side of KC.
Like sort of awkward utility. You see the stuns from Zipan is basically just put into those backlines. They're trying to jump in off the flash. They can't because they're stunned in a corner. For Tamazi, this now comes down to can he hold on to his gun, and while he is doing well, at least in the initial fights.
Tested, but then they woke up, and it felt like there was no way to take their foot off the gas once they got going. For now, that won't be happening, as we already see Magnum go down, and it's not like you can really follow up on that trap from their current positions. There's some easy space taking for the side of Navi, as long as they can avoid these pistols, maybe even the stinger too, because Narrate's got a double, and now the round is winnable again.
We'll get the afterplan.
Reposition for the paranoia. I love it. It hasn't caught them, but it's forced them into a wider angle. Sugetsu down, and they know where Angel is, but look at the damage done. Already just 5 HP on Martine. It has to be Shin to help him out in this fight. They need to swing together, and the trade is found. Shin with a wallbang headshot on the Sheriff.
Finds of the A site. If they were looking to just blitz this, which is exactly what it's going to do, overdrive in play, looking for that fight onto Shin, and we'll find it. The rest of the team are able to rotate quite quickly, but they're taking damage as they do. Narrate does well on the trades, and it's going to be down to just Tamazi, the rotator. But he almost has to fight this quick, otherwise they're going to have too many players.
Fine. And they fight ahead of it. They give them the opportunity. On the side of Navi to take duels and play this round on their own.
Okay.
2 feet.
Down A.
1 kill already. And the low HP artist hasn't yet been spotted. And Tamazi's spidey senses are tingling. He has to give away his position. And Artist was more than ready to find him as he emerges.
There is
30
that Hunter's
seconds
Fury. Hasn't connected on that first player. Hoping for a little bit more, but they haven't really got anything from it whatsoever. Tomazi, though, this time falls immediately in the trade. Well, it's a little bit labored. Magnum's still alive. Shin has now come onto the table as well. And now, well, with all the ults just still in play, still being used along the
10
way,
seconds left.
Navi don't really stand a chance.
No, well, the 6 seconds left on the clock certainly doesn't help out, nor does the disadvantage in players that continues to stack up. Sugetsu now
Be able to do anything to deny this plant.
They know Angel's here now. That flash was thrown up and over. Paranoia
Oh.
through. Good double to start with, and Tamazi's not letting go. They know where Angel is. They've known the whole time. Now they can narrow it down to just the 1 player and no defuse necessary because they still haven't got the spike planted. Navi on bind, their map pick, but there's still some fight left in them here. The series could go to 3. We need this attack side to show us a few more
Okay.
and a few more rounds. This is not a good start. Traded out early.
Don't think Zipan is expecting 4 players to be peeking mid and are actually going to go pushing it, realizing that the gun is there. Sugetsu, though, now they get the firefight, and it's Sugetsu to clear them all up. Tomazi, he said he's just better. He's got to try and do exactly the same. A second one, though. He's already on a fast flank. Might not necessarily be expected. In fact, Xiao is just going to go walking in. Lucky for him that he survives, and Artis is there as the backup plan, but oh, for a second I thought the Vantage wanted to fight again. Navi, they don't give us a second notice. They are going straight through. They've had a lot of success getting into the B site, but the retakes have been solid. Martin again, Tomazi from the back, already giving them a double.
Down to 50 HP through the boxes. Last pack in the back, another one going through, and the push will come on the back of it. Not going to catch either player in the crossfire. Still good, but the defuse underway. Half already, and there's no chance to answer back. The 50 HP Angel was all that was left. Another orb. So you've now got a Hunter's Fury online and the plant coming through. But the big deal is that showstopper. Martin picked up an orb earlier on and now has it online to work with. Magnum dropped right off rip. Now as the nade goes through to the right, Martin gets up nice and close. Blast packs in play. Does he find his mark on the way through? They've fallen back and he will find Xiao. But at what cost? The trade out. It forces them into the angle. The Hunter's Fury firing off all the while, and now they can spray up against that wall. Not finding a kill as they do, but the shots coming back confirmed there's 2. They know this round is already in the books for the side of Navi, and the round not going to matter what happens afterwards. Looks like retake set up on B. KC have a lot of players to deal with on the way through, but that blind is perfect. No chance for Sugetsu to fight. Xiao, though, does some damage on the cross. Angel down as well, and KC yet to find an angle to fight from. Looks like just recovering that wingman and not going to main. Smoke online for Shin, but not used. They just want to fight this, and it's worked out to start.
That was disgusting. Peeking ahead of the util. This time, though, the trade is there. That could put a little bit of doubt in the minds of this Navi side. The spam not connecting anything, but now they need to get onto this. Sugetsu can only find 1, but they are sticking it on that defuse. They've made it to half, but both players are within 1 shot. In fact, all it takes is 1 bullet from Magnum. They will. They've got some utility that can buy extra time. I think that's the main goal. It's not worked out though. Sugetsu goes peeking. Zipan is caught trying to fight into mid. It's not going well for the side of Navi until Xiao at least manages 1. It's 2. He's on the boost.
So you start the rotation. Start to think about where these players on the attack could be taking the spike. That's why we see Angel on the other side of the map, but Artis has to stand strong, and it's only 1 kill found. Now they move ever closer. Angel might have a shock dart ready, but he's got his rifle in hand instead, looking for the fight. They're separated. Shock dart through to force him into Xiao's waiting arms. It's only Narrate left. One of the strongest players we've seen in quite a while, but he's got to get on that spike. It's being diffused as we speak, and he's forced into 2 different angles. No way to win that with Angel. Where these defenders are, they might not know that there's 4 players on B, though. It's stacked up. Martin on his way through. Good rocket. It hasn't found the kill. In fact, these players still on Navi are dishing out damage. 3 versus 2, down to a 2 versus 1. But Tomazi has to retrieve that spike, and, well, if he sprints through, he's going to pick it up for free. He's in and he's out.
An immediate shot and the reveal available. Timing here is going to be absolutely everything, but Angel just slightly ahead of where he expected him to be.
All of them focus towards this part of the map. They're going to dump a fair bit of utility to retake this position, but now spotting a passive Xiao, start to realize what you're truly up against. And a spam from Artis gets a kill.
Yeah,
I mean, that is just unfortunate.
Cleared one out. Angel's repositioned, but it's a little bit late this. Bear in mind, the weaponry is so far in Navi's favor that they don't really have a need to take gambles here. It's worked out for Artis, though. Winning every single fight put in front of him. On for the ace, as Magnum is the only man remaining. May just try and get a plant in. Instead, though, he's going to go pushing. He wants to give Artis the fight, and Artis will take it all day long. An ace.
You just need to sit back as Thrash comes through, clears out some space, but a glorified recon drone, and indeed cancelled out by the ult in play. A good attempt by Magnum to find value, but spotted with perfect timing from Xiao. The defensive side stacks the advantages now. 5 versus 3 as Hunter's Fury is called in, and another nail in the coffin of this round. It was almost a guaranteed kill for the Hunter's Fury, but Artis went swinging ahead of it, leaving Tamazi on 5 HP, trapped in a corner. To even get out of here with the weapon, I would be surprised. Here they come. And okay, he finds the first, and 3 afterwards, okay! But now it's them that has to find success on the pushes again and again. 5 rounds in a row for KC to get back into this one, and the blast pack hasn't worked out. Straight into the path of the bullets of Navi. The wall up, and Shin will try to cross. He'll get safely into the corner. But Xiao is around.
All right, it's going to deny them at least a little bit of extra space. Still the rotation coming through from Sugetsu. A single kill for him will get his ult online. Spotting a player in the back corner, but again, this group up, this aggression coming out. It comes down to the 1v1, and Sugetsu's going to be there to close it. Locked down for a little bit of a celebration, but ultimately, once again, Navi lose their own map. They go into their opponents, and guess what? The exact same scoreline the other way around.
No shields. The impact will be felt as already slowing down the heaven drop. Fragmenting the push to site. They'll try to scrap with the players on ramp, already dropping Magnum, and now Sugetsu's on the right clicks. He's found himself a double, and they haven't seen Artis either. Oh, it's looking beautiful. It's looking clean. And it finds 1 round on the board for Navi. In the
nothing really being seen. The fake out is going to give away that the players coming in on A, where all of the Navi members are waiting.
They're so ready for this fight. Sugetsu's good for the first, but Magnum's done a world of good for this attacking side with 10 seconds left. And it's the leader of Navi leading by example this time if they're to have any chance. And well, that paranoia has sealed his fate. 1 round on the board for KC. Look like it will find any fruit. Said he has to be swinging as they make their way out onto the side, and it's a very narrow gap in margin for him to take, but he'll find one off the reveal. The snake bite is perfect, and Tamazi even swings in for a headshot. Stun. You've seen even a reveal go up and over in the haunt, but nothing else afterwards. They maybe have given it up. They're rotating, but no, there's a judge close. And now they start to realize, likely, but if you find them, the round can be yours. The lead can stay to Navi.
Oh, the thing is, though, Angel, he's actually going to go pushing. He manages to get 2 of that. I felt like he should have been dead almost immediately. Just catching them a second time. You've got to feel foolish for KC at this point. 2 aggressive pushes, 2 with massive success, and even the stinger. Causing awkward fights, awkward situations for Carmine Court, and well, they don't have that much to play with in this round. In fact, it's diminishing as seconds go by.
He was saying, I'm a genius. And it was the ult on A that gave them all the information. He called for the early rotate. It was well managed. But now that they're up against the lighter buy, they've picked off Tamazi. Of course, it would be blind. It's more the Boombot not being there. He can't get the information. Swing is good. I like the idea by KC. They're giving themselves a chance. That chance quickly fades away in the face of Zipan. 5 rounds now. Goes past the decoy, catches a player in main, slows them down yet again. Snakebite on floor, but there's a gap, and they're on their way. Reveal up and over. Catch a few. In fact, it catches most of them. Good info to play off of, and great execution. Angel's got himself a triple, and he's not even gone down. Artis comes in to save the day.
Straight away, Angel's going to try and clear some of these close corners. They've got so many players to try and get rid of, but a bit of an unorthodox spot from the Ray is not going to be checked. It doesn't win the battle, though. Shin, however, is very quick to trade things out, but Navi have turned this back into a winnable scenario. Zipan with the showstopper, but so low, it might not be the time to use it. He almost does it anyway, and if it's placed in the right spot in the corner, he's going to take it home. It seems like Navi at this stage
will be spotted and followed. They're waiting for the TP.
Right, it is going to be this push. Multiple players here. Martin is already dead. It will be a trade out though. Saigetsu still somehow surviving at least a second longer than he should have done. Stun. Expecting this to be a rotation back to the other side of the map, so he is a country mile away from here. This fight could be everything, and Tamazi wins it with relative ease. Ardis gonna throw his ult in, might as well, but he has to clear the close angle, does do it, but Tamazi is there. 9-3, the best defensive showing. Only plan here is to be annoying, to waste time, to be in their back. There's already, they're gonna try and get back in. Angels found another, it's awkward, but Shin wins the fight still. That man is lurking in the back lines. Look how low they are. They might all go down, but instead, it's a quick trade. Xiao now stuck, surrounded, has to try and isolate one, and that's exactly what he'll do. But the snake bites might have just done the job. He is sat there in the back, ticking away. I don't even know if there's anything he can do at this stage. Just looks to try and get the final kill. They didn't clear this man out, and he will close out the round for Navi again.
Doesn't take that much damage, all things considered. He's still able to fight in the late round, but most importantly, they've denied that rotation for a second or two longer, and even set up a nice little angle that Tamazi somehow wins off of.
Zipan's face said it all. He was surprised as anyone. Two players looking to try and reclaim that ground. It's going well for KC, but there's always a response. Xiao is on just one, able to push Ardis off of the angle. The seize was good, but they didn't get the kill, and well, you don't kill this man off, he punishes you.
Back to fighting form. Oh, nice kills though. It's only Saigetsu and he can't even run the clock down. He has to win the fights and he won't. KC come in with stingers and I was ready to count them out, Tom.
A little bit awkward. 3 players currently stacked up here. Zipan. I'm sure he was hoping that would go a little bit further. They really want to try and fight this. And well, eventually he'll go down, but the trade is immediate. An Angel like shooting fish in a barrel team.
Even putting the Nightfall into play, it will not catch anyone. This was looking more towards main. Magnum's closer now than he was expected to be, but that stun from Ardis, his utility has been off. Because they didn't give a damn about default, set, strats, executes. No, they executed you. He's come in here on a breach in his supportive utility.
Counter utility put in though. Plant not going to be denied, but Dimensional Drift is going to be thrown in just to get all of the information KC could ever need.
Got 2 players. Well, one of them's already dead. There's the third spotted and all accounted for. Good paranoia. Fantastic paranoia. It didn't catch Xiao, but the bullets of Tamazi certainly did. And Ardis is now, after retreating and being spotted falling back, left with no choice. Have indeed begun. The heaven fight is everything. Tight position for Xiao, some damage done. He's got some support down below in the vents. They just need to distract long enough for Saigetsu to strike, and that he will. A quick double and a clean bit of control is actually good, but look at Ardis just repositioning immediately. Heaven control going to be retaken. The plant spot, not great. They do have to flood back to the side if Ardis goes down, but he is holding strong. Tamazi still hadn't left Heaven. He will die there.
Navi can set up into an almost perfect post plant.
Yeah, this will be a very tough round to break. They're already going in. The pace is how they want to solve it. But Navi have answered back. Ardis grabbing himself like broken the pace of this retake. KC slow it down. Start to focus on the site. Saigetsu's got his flank underway. They're buying time. And they'll buy plenty of it on the site. Ardis firing away his utility. Tamazi grabs 2, but they still have to deal with Saigetsu. Still have to drop this man. And he's got a double with a pin down. The spray will not catch the kill. Tamazi has 4 kills to try and claim this, and he won't find it. Saigetsu closing it out. Fantastic play on Viper.